Hello everyone, Milan here, and welcome back to another Disventure Camp elimination prediction. So based off the trailer and some stuff which I'm assuming was stated in the Odd Nation Cartoons Discord server because I heard about it and couldn't find it on the channel. And, I got banned from the server. And based off the trailer, yeah, there definitely is going to be a rejoin. And it clearly shows that each remaining contestant is helping out a eliminated contestant. And one of them is going to end up rejoining. So based off what we see in the trailer, one of two things is going to happen for the challenge. Option one, the whole challenge is just the rejoin and the rejoiner and the person who helped them get immunity. Or two, they don't show the actual challenge inside of the trailer because that would probably end up spoiling who ended up rejoining. So these are the pairs that were clearly shown. So based off what we see inside of the trailer, here are the people who most likely don't make. I'm guessing that it's multiple stage, and each stage one contestant gets out. And, a few contestants get out. So Miriam is never shown at getting to it, so she is still out. And Ashley isn't seen getting to it, but Jake is in the next stage, so it's assumed that she is able to make it. And based off what we saw in the trailer, it appears that both Fiore and Connor made it. You can interpret that there was one bike left and they were arguing over who would get it, or they both made it. But, yeah. Anyways, we saw Allie make it, but we didn't see Tess make it. But I'm going to assume that Tess did. We didn't see Lake at all, so yeah. And we also didn't see Ellie make it. That leaves 6. It appears that the next part of the challenge is the remaining contestant dives off a cliff attached to a rope to grab an item from the water. So, based off of the pairs here, I don't think that Fiore would be able to hold Alec up, so she wouldn't be able to do it. Jake is the only one shown jumping inside of the trailer, so I have a feeling, and Ashley's pretty strong, so I have a feeling that it would work. I have a feeling Garrett wouldn't be able to hold up Hunter. And either way, I'm going to remove 3 from each round of this. And the last pair, I think, wouldn't be able to advance would be Jake and Ashley. Even though Jake was shown jumping from it, be realistic here. Ashley was just eliminated. And the other 3 have been eliminated for a bit longer. In Tessa's case, literally 1 episode. Yeah, she's not rejoining. So that leaves Connor and James. But James has already won a season. And even though I'm sure characters like Aiden, Tom, and Allie would be happy with James rejoining, based off of what we have seen from these characters and the intro alone, which alone implies that Connor is going to do something important with Rhea, I'm going to assume that Rhea and Connor are able to win this challenge, meaning James stays eliminated, and Yule is at risk. So that means that it's now 5-5 heroes and villains, and you could argue that Connor would work with Rhea and Alec, but at the same time they did betray him and voted him off, and they also can't trust him anymore because they figured out that he was the one who distributed the notes that Miriam wrote. So I'm going to tell you the 3 possibilities I see most likely for the contestants eliminated here. Option A, Alec. He is basically the leader of the Villains Alliance, and I feel like if the Villains Alliance wasn't dissolved yet, then he would probably be the target from the heroes, because Rhea is safe, and Gret is the nicest of them. Gabby just started being a villain, and even though it would kind of be realistic for them to vote her off, from a story writing perspective, she would not be eliminated. And Yule, well, he doesn't really have as much power as the other ones in the Alliance. And also another reason Gret would be safe, she kind of has a story going with Rhea helping her stand up for herself. So I don't see Gret being eliminated. While Alec, basically the leader of the Alliance, I can see if something goes wrong causing the villains to disband, or the heroes are trying to eliminate one of the villains, Alec would be a likely target. He's already made it to the final four before, and I feel like realistically he can't make it much farther. I personally think the next character at risk, Yule. If the Villains Alliance disbands, they would likely go after him. Rhea kind of hates him, and Gret has been harassed by him. Gabby clearly doesn't like Yule after laughing at him. After Crystal said last episode that he wouldn't be participating in the challenge. And Alec clearly doesn't like the stuff that he's saying to Gret. Along with Gabby, of course. So I could see him being voted off. And also, if the villains decide that they think that Connor's trustworthy enough, and he's more trustworthy than Yule, they could just decide to vote Yule off. Now, who's the last one I'm going to say at risk here? Well, plot twist. Gret. Dun, dun, dun! Think about it. Realistically, there's going to be one major villain in the finale. Rhea has already made the finale. Alec is probably the least evil of the villains, along with Gret. And Gabby is a possibility. But at the same time, she wasn't a villain the whole time. You know who has been a villain the whole time? Yule. And I could see him and Gret getting in an argument, making them break up. Which would make him an obvious target, right? Wrong. Well, actually, yeah, that is right. Immunity totem. Still nobody has found an immunity totem. Oh, there is no immunity totem. Probably. But if there is, Yule is going to find it, and he's going to use it to save himself in elimination and eliminate Gret. Because at that point, she isn't just a pawn for him. She is thinking independently and broke up with him. So I could totally see all of the other 9 contestants voting for Yule. But he just uses his totem, and with his sole vote, Gret is gone. So that's... Oh, and also, one other quick prediction. Derek and Trevor are going to become a thing. Based off the trailer, we can see them talking. So I'm going to think that Trevor confesses his love to Derek, and Derek kind of actually likes him back, and they start dating. At the very least, Derek is flattered by Trevor and says something that makes him happy, like, I don't deserve you, or something like that. And you should find it somewhat better. So yeah, those are my predictions for Disventure Camp All-Stars Episode 11. Anyways, I'm Milan, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm not going to do the Vsauce thing.